These three silly baby dragons, they are Crowboy's children. Crowboy is married and has a happy family, but he still misses his old friend, Ja. They haven't seen each other since they separated 5 years ago. He and Jack were inseparable partners. With their hard work, saved more and more flying dragons and settled them in the tribe. It had become a haven for dragons and humans. But it also attracted the attention of Grimald, an expert dragon hunter. He had slaughtered all the Night Furies. When he learned that the last Night Fury was the Crowboy, he was very excited. Because he had the only light Fury in the world. It didn't take long. Vij found this light fury in the woods. He had a starburst on him. It was so beautiful. Vaya-chan approached slowly. It was love at first sight. Suddenly the lightning fury came down behind Crowboy and fired his breath. So he found Jai. Crowboy's alliance sign led that Jai was not an enemy. But the frightened lightning fury directly after a spit shot disappeared into the night sky, only left behind the affectionate Crowboy. From then on, Vij became extremely excited when he saw the two dragons in love. He would also imitate the shadow Ja. Then realized Zoe was in love. In order to help Vij, Jai went back to the woods to see if he could find lightning. But to his surprise, he found a tranquilizer needle here, and a huge trap. Jai realized that they were being targeted by the enemy. At night, Jai was studying countermeasures. Suddenly there was a noise from the roof. Jia escaped from the rocket, and found that the visitor was the Grim Reaper. He didn't say a word. A direct shot of anesthesia hit V-chan. Then he threatened Jai to give up V-chan, but Jai was prepared for the ambush of partners also. One by one, the Grimmers appeared and did the group, but they still underestimated the strength of the other side. At that moment, several dragons descended from the sky. They spewed corrosive venom from their mouths. The crowd was beaten without the ability to fight back. After a plate of destruction, Remote escaped with the dragons. In response to this incident, Yago immediately held a meeting in order to protect the flying dragon, and his people Jia decided to lead the group to the legendary hidden tribute, and so a huge army of dragons began to migrate. On the way, they encountered the Light Fury again. Crowboy saw it and flew over. Indeed, the Lightning Fury, who was stealing humans, grabbed Jack directly and threw down Vaya Boy after some rescue robbery, or choose to save Jai. This also means that he passed by the lightning again after a long journey. They decided to land on the island to rest temporarily, and at night Vaya-chan was suddenly awakened by the loss of water. He snuck out and found the invisible Lightning Fury. This instantly made Vij come to life. But to his surprise, the Lightning Fury flew away. Seeing this, Kuji also followed him. He saw the Lightning Fury landing by the river, so he went up and tried to show off. But the next moment in the play, the dragon egg was thrown into the water. Dragon eggs sunk into the water and exploded. Baby Lu was born. Like that, they rushed to the shore to find their mother. This was supposed to be a paradise for humans and dragons, but it has been destroyed. Now they have to migrate to escape the dragon hunters. On the way, Sprout met the goddess Lightning again. He wanted to make a show of it, but then his foot slipped. He rolled and fell in front of the Light Fury. Luckily, the Light Fury didn't care. He flapped his wings to give him another chance to show off. Vaya-chan saw this and spun around in place to express his love. But he didn't expect to get the Lightning Fury covered in dirt. When he saw that the lightning was not satisfied, surprisingly, he opened his wings again to make strange tomorrow. Seeing this scene, the goddess helplessly patted him. Then she left Crowboy hanging in the tree and went to sleep. Undeterred, Crowboy went after him, and shook the tree branch. The next second, Mirror Light Fury remained indifferent. The tigress was drawing on the ground with low self-esteem. Seeing this scene, Lightning Fury curiously approached but accidentally stepped on the painting. In this way, Wei succeeded in capturing the heart of the Light Fury. Then the lightning bolt signaled to leave the place together, but without Hei's help. Soon Wei fell into the water. This made him very distressed, and all this was seen by Jai. So he spent the night making a automatic tail for Vij. Since then he can fly alone. Although Jia was very reluctant, but he understood that Vij had to go after his own happiness. And so Vij flew away happily. He found the Light Fury, and with the help of the other side, he learned new skills. They crossed the atmosphere. Here Vyazan also expressed his love. All Kunisha took Vyazoe through a thick fog. He came to the legendary hidden place. On the other hand, Yago's mother was on patrol. They found Grimao's fleet. Grimao was coming after them. After returning to the tribe, his mother told Yago about the incident. Jag thought they couldn't just sit there and wait for the enemy to come. They had to take the initiative. So he and his friends took advantage of the night. They managed to find the Grim Reaper's lair. But to their surprise, the Grim Reaper was prepared. He sealed the exit with a metal net, then he he'd several dragons to attack Jia and the others in the face of the corrosive venom spat out by the dragons. They were unable to resist. They could only dodge around at the critical moment. Jia's mother summoned a flying dragon, and then outside to pull open the iron net. Finally, they escaped. Back at He tribe, Yago blamed himself. His impulsive decision almost led to a disaster, and this loss also made Jai realize without Vaya-chan, he was useless. Hopefully, with the help of his girlfriend, Jai will regain his confidence. They decided to go in search of Vij. After a long flight, he found a waterfall. Only when they got closer did they realize this is the legendary Hidden Realm. This flying dragon suddenly emitted a multicolored flood of light. So this is the sacred place of the dragons. The two men were stunned by the sight before them. Countless flying dragons live here, and at that moment, Jai took the light fury to the throne. Vaya-chan became the Dragon King, and received the worship of all the dragons. Even the Dragon King he had defeated had bowed to him. Seeing this scene, Jack realized it was time to let go, and just then a flying dragon found them. The two of them were chased and ran round. Vij saw this and flew up. He smashed through all the dragons and saved them. Then Vyatsi sent them back to the tribe. Vyazoi looked back and saw that Lightning was following him. Suddenly Lightning felt something was wrong, and tried to leave the area. But he was shot by a horse's leg. Vij ran to rescue him. But he was also put down by the green monster. By the time Jack caught up with him, Grim Reaper had already captured the two dragons, and at that moment countless flying dragons flew over to save the Dragon King. But the despicable Grim Reaper aimed his bow and arrow at the light fu. Why threatening Virchan? Virgil had to order all dragons should not attack. And so it was. The Grim Reaper took all the dragons back without a fight. The poor dragons were caught on the boat, and put in a cage. On the other hand, Yago didn't give up after losing the dragon. He led his partners to change into battle clothes. He decided to go to save the dragon. Let's go try to keep up at this moment Grimao ready to kill the crow boy. At this moment Jack led the partners to fall from the sky. The unsuspecting Grimao was directly knocked away. Seeing this, Crow Boy immediately ordered the draw-ons to launch a counterattack. With the cooperation of the flying dragons, the dragon hunters had no chance to fight back. With the help of the dragons, Jack climbed up the rope to save Crowboy. Grimode saw the situation is not good. He used his horse's leg to control the lightning bolt and escaped. Jack of Velchan and went after him at full speed. Gremlin sent the dragon to surround Velchan. Vel was enraged, so the next second, after finishing the dragon, Vale flew to Grimao. Jack jumped up and down. Grimal shot his poisoned blade, but it hit Vaya-chan. The angry Jack kicked directly to the. Just then, Jai saw that Vaya-chan was falling rapidly, so he saved the lightning fury, regardless of his own safety. Jai let go of his hand, and decided to die with Grimal, and Lightchakra rushed straight to save Vyazoi. Seeing the good brother was saved, Jai also died without regret. Just then, Lightchakra came flying in. He saved Jai at the last moment. After returning to the top of the mountain, all the dragons and clansmen flew over once again. They won the war. Protected Fei Long Mei. At that time, Vyazoi also woke up soon. When he saw how much he was in love with Vij and panic fury, Jia also knew it was time to let go. The dragons should have their own world. There is no such thing as a banquet that never ends. So Jia said goodbye to Vaya-chan. The others saw this. They also took off the equipment of Fei Lone. Finally, Vyazoi gave Jia a deep hug. Jia also shed tears of reluctance. With a roar, Ram Vyazoi, all the dragons followed the light breaks. They flew to the holy land of the dragon race. Vaya-chan looked back. Jai also flew to the sky. From then on, humans and dragons had no more contact. Not long after that, in the presence of self-respect, Yago also married his beloved. Years passed. Jai was no longer the same boy. He also had a child of his own when they were going to sea, but to their surprise they met Will and his family. At times, when she know I can fly,